mama look good.
Right.
You ain't do shit. That's me.
Right.
Everybody's jumping up and down for me, but I made you look good.
Right.
And the fact that you ain't acknowledge it, the fact that you ain't give me no clout, the fact that you ain't even tried to like say, damn, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing it. Here, let me pay you this. Right. Let me pay you for your time. And I'm going to give you a tip too because you made me look good on national TV.
Did you guys catch the season 15 reunion of the Real Housewives of Atlanta? I've got to say I was a bit surprised that the ratings did not skyrocket for the reunion. After all, this is like the Super Bowl for Bravo fans, right? But the numbers came in at a respectable 826,000 viewers, which I guess is in line with the rest of the season. As long as the Peacock numbers are going up, I guess that will justify the low live day, same day viewers, right? But let's get to the real tea from the reunion. Remember when Sheree brought out those receipts allegedly proving that she paid that man behind the entire fashion show last year, right, for the She by Sheree relaunch? Well, the fashion designer is spilling the tea on what really went down. Now, we already know that Sheree is full of shit. We already know that Sheree don't like to pay. We already know that it's low-key, no tea, no shade, giving scammy grifter vibes. Like it is, like taking advantage of a young entrepreneurs and artists to make you look good. I just kind of feel like, sis, really, you can spend all that money on a sip and see. You can spend all that money on the Chateau of the Sheree. You can go to Saks and Neiman's, run up your credit on they shit, right? Buying Gucci blazers and Hermes bags. And yet, you don't want to pay somebody $5,000 to create 6 to 10 pieces, and then the man was swindled into really creating 40 pieces? Sheree, really?
Shit about Sheree been shit since it started.
Now listen, the fashion designer, his name is Tyree Lawan. He's a jack of all trades in the fashion world. He claims to have worked with big names like Fendi, Armani Exchange, Roberto Cavalli, Virgil Abloh, Nike, Gucci, BET, HBO, and of course more. Now, Sheree allegedly got wind of Tyree through RHOA. Insert picture here. She basically put together the entire fashion show, but this Tyree man, the actual fashions that we saw down the runway, that was him. But listen, here's where things get interesting. RHOA contacted Tyree on behalf of Sheree and asked for 6 to 10 pieces in under a week. Now, remember when on the show, she told the ladies that her stuff was stuck in Australia? Remember she said on the show that she was getting her stuff manufactured overseas and that it was stuck in Australia? Remember that? I think it was a lie. Remember all the times she was on FaceTime and at the fabric store and trying to come up with designs and sketches and all of that bullshit? I believe that was a lie. Lie detector said it was a lie. The lies. It was all for a storyline, child. Okay? The fakery of it all. So listen, the whole Australia thing was a cover-up because she knew she was going to try to get this Tyree man to do her designs and manufacture her fashions at the last damn minute. Okay? Now listen, so initially, Sheree asked for 6 to 10 pieces for her She by Sheree fashion relaunch, and she needed them in under a week. At that point in time, Tyree claims that Sheree had nothing to work with. No proper logo files, designs, specs, flats, patterns, nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. All she had was some measly fabric at that damn Chateau of the Sheree that we saw her buy during season 14 when she was pretending to be a fashion designer. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to run Sheree all the way down to the ground on this little TV show, but I believe every word that Tyree is saying, right? He did an interview on Pop Out magazine, and this is the story that he's giving, all right? So 6 to 10 pieces in under a week. She had nothing, no design, specs, flats, patterns, nothing. All she had was that fabric, which leads us to believe that the whole storyline for creating these fashions was fraudulent. Tyree, claiming to be a fashion miracle worker, was willing to work his magic in less than 7 days. Now, Tyree on the podcast basically said that something like this would have cost Sheree if she would have went to a reputable, credible, real manufacturer, the white folk, they would have charged her $80,000 to $120,000. Okay, he does things at a discount and he does it super fast. Okay, don't ask him how he does it. Normally, he says a job like this he would cost $30,000, right? But says that for days Sheree haggled him and acted surprised at the cost, so he lowered it to $10,000 and then ultimately put his foot down and said that he would not work on Sheree's fashion show for less than $5,000. So notice how it went from $30,000 to $5,000. That's quite a discount, Sheree, especially when you are contracting someone last minute to make you look good.
What else you need? She was like, well, after you design it, I need to give it to the manufacturer. Okay, so now you need specs, you need flats, and you need your patterns. Yeah, okay, cool. When you need this by? I need this in 7 days. Huh?
Now, with just days before the show, Tyree had already forked out his own money. Tyree, where's the contract? Where are the contracts? Where is DocuSign? Where is eSign? Where is it? Where is your scooter? Where's the contract? Tyree said that he shelled out his own money, right, to create not just 10 pieces, but he created over 40 pieces. He was swindled into making over 40 pieces for this relaunch fashion show. In the end, they only used 26, but ultimately he designed, manufactured, styled, and even did last-minute alterations with just a $400 deposit. Now here's the kicker. Tyree claims he was never paid for his work, that he was only reimbursed $2,000 and the reimbursement didn't reimburse shit, he claims, right? This did not include or cover labor time alterations and, of course, the upfront cost, right? A reimbursement is to cover upfront costs. The reimbursement did not even cover the reimbursement. Y'all, I'm sick just reading this, right? So listen, Tyree is upset. Tyree feels like Sheree is on this damn reunion playing with his name, talking about we did pay him and we did do this, that, and the third child. Tyree is saying that if it wasn't for him, we would see no fashions. Okay, how do I say it? It would have been another fashion show without any fashions and it would have been dreadful. It's clear that Sheree is dodging her financial responsibilities, which is probably one of the reasons why we don't see any fashions from the fashion shows on the damn website. It's because she don't want to pay to license off Tyree's designs, to manufacture Tyree's designs, and to ship Tyree's designs to you, me, and everybody else. She does not want to pay. She doesn't want to pay, and that's exactly why we don't see those designs. We saw Candy at the reunion talking about some. The shit we saw at the fashion show is not on the website, and she's correct. And Sheree, I believe, months ago said, well, we're going to do it in drops. We're going to do collections. You don't drop everything at the same damn time. Well, sis, we haven't seen anything since a year ago. We've seen the same merch, the same t-shirts, the same hats, the same phone cases, the same duffel bags, the same Shibashin joggers, the same hoodies. Nothing on that website has changed. I don't notice anything different. I mean, Sheree, she maybe did a Pride t-shirt, but girl, that's merch. That's wholesale. That's drop ship. That is not a fashion collection. Now, y'all, if this is all true, it's a bit disheartening that Sheree would bring in last-minute help to save face and then not have her business ducks in a row to sell the designs or compensate the man for his expertise, time, labor, and designs. But in all fairness, Tyree, the fashion designer, should have had a contract in place before diving into this whirlwind of a mess. After all, we all know that Sheree does have a reputation for allegedly not paying her bills. We also know that Tyree considered taking her to court, but his lawyer advised against it, suspecting that Sheree might not have nothing to give. Okay, the lawyer suspected that sis don't got no money. You guys, in the end, I blame the fashion designer for not having a damn contract in place. I blame RHOA for connecting these two together because RHOA already knew that Sheree don't like to pay. And then I blame Sheree for taking advantage, allegedly, of this fashion designer. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.